Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to this Monday presentation of LifeWave. It's really, really nice that somebody put on some music for me. So if everybody can mute themselves, that is great. Okay. My name is Henriëtte. I live in Norway, and I was introduced to LifeWave 7 months ago. I think it was in March. And like everybody else, somebody told me about it. It was Toril. She's here on the meeting tonight, and she came and told me that, do you know there is a patch that can actually give you stem cells? And she was looking for stem cells. So I said, let's try this together. And that's the best decision I ever made. I was skeptic, and I immediately understood from the light that came out of Toril's eyes that this must be network marketing. and and I said, Toril, do you know what you're doing? And she says, I want stem cells. Do you? So we agreed to start together, and it has been an amazing journey. We've had amazing results, and we are doing well business-wise after a few months. So it's absolutely marvelous for the health, but it can also be very good for the business. So that's a little bit how I started. I will be doing the presentation tonight together with Dr. Mich, and she can present herself and let us know how she's doing.
Perfect. Thanks, Henriëtte. I'm Dr. Mich Seagrean. I'm based in Durban, South Africa. I was introduced to LifeWave first heard about it in about December last year from a colleague of mine, another chiropractor, Dr. Kathy Mercer. I just saw the dramatic change in her whole visage, in her whole persona, in her confidence, the way she just lights up now, where she used to be very drawn and fatigued. So I saw the visible change in her, and I thought, this is interesting, and started speaking to her. I've got a patient, I wonder if it could help. I've got another patient, anyway. So after about 6 weeks of just watching videos and testimonials and speaking to her and speaking to Merle, eventually I took the plunge in February this year, and I must say I am so excited by everything that I've seen, and there's something new every single day. So I'm going to be sharing the product side with everybody else, and then Henriëtte will take over the other important stuff. So while we get there, the question we always ask is, have you been patched yet? And if you can see Amanda on the screen, she can turn her face and you'll see she's got a patch on her cheek over there where she's had a tooth extracted today. And before we get into too much about that, because she'll tell us all about it later, what does a patch do for you? It will help you elevate, activate, and regenerate. So David Schmidt is the CEO and inventor of X39. He's an absolutely brilliant man. He is charismatic, he is Christian, he is passionate. Now he's got over 180 patents, as far as I'm aware. He is a scientist and inventor. He has got an honorary doctorate or two, but he is a biologist and an inventor. He specializes in age reversing. So back in 2008, stem cells became the whole buzzword. There was that whole season of stem cell harvesting, and that's when stem cell injections became the norm. And David focused his attention there. And after 10 years and $4.5 million, he brought it to the market. So about 4 years ago, and about 2 years ago into South Africa. So what is a patent? A patent is an official document that says that what you are marketing does exactly what it sets out it's going to do. And in terms of the patent for X39, It says it results in elevation of copper peptides, which includes activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, and reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. So like I said before, this is actually as per case study and has been put on the patent. So why the X39 stem cell activation patch? So most people have a basic idea of what stem cells are, but just as a refresher, stem cells are the basic building blocks that every single organ and skin, blood vessel, whatever it is in your body, it starts as a stem cell. And as you have wounds or changes to your body, those stem cells come and repair. But the problem is, the older you go, the fewer stem cells you have. It's a normal aging process, and millions of us are aging constantly. But at age 30, you only have half of your active stem cells. And at age 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. And that is why you find that you heal a lot more slowly when you get a wound or you get an injury. Thanks, Amanda. So how does X39 work? So it is light therapy, phototherapy. And what it is, inside that little disc that you saw on Amanda's face, there's a little white area. And inside there are little crystals, tiny little crystals that are built into a little lattice. And what happens is the infrared light on your body that your body emits hits that little patch, and then it gets bounced back into your body at a different wavelength. So the patch reflects light from your body and it activates. And that light goes into your body, and via biochemical pathways, it reactivates dormant stem cells. So very much like when you go into the sun, your body can create vitamin D via your skin because of the sunlight. It's the same sort of principle. So nothing crosses the skin from the patch into your body except for your own body's light. So it's non-transdermal. There are no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants that go from the patch into your body, and therefore it's non-invasive, which is brilliant, because prior to this, all the stem cell was introduced by injection and things like that. So, and that has a whole huge risk in its own. So what are the benefits of X39? What can you expect once you put that patch on your body? So some of the first things that you do experience are increased strength, mental clarity, reduced inflammation. You have restored muscle and skeletal conditions, increased stamina, improvement of sleep, energy and vitality, and improved skin appearance. Now, I can say that I have 100% experienced all of those to some extent or another, and I'll tell you about it a bit later. So with the X39, you are able then to achieve optimal health and a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. Just while we're switching screens, the X39 will give you all of that, but we cannot say that it will actually heal any specific condition. So this screen shows a topography map that is an image taken of a 77-year-old lady's brain. Before she put X39 on, you could see in session 1 that the brain was extremely inflamed. It's red, it's orange, the yellow, all of that indicates high inflammation, especially that red. She had a lack of brain coherence, so that brain was totally inflamed. After 3 weeks of the X39, that inflammation was pretty much gone. She had improved brain coherence. And then after session 3, when she'd been on the X39 for 6 weeks, the brain was coherent. It remained coherent. She'd had a complete turnaround. And so you can see that initially when it was inflamed, her brain was hyperactive, and it calmed down completely up to and remained calm after session 3, which is at 6 weeks. So obviously, when you're introducing new technology to the market, you're going to do case studies. And if you'd like to go and look at those case studies, you'll find them on thisisitinfo.com. So after the first few days, per case study, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Now, as you go through life, certain things trigger genes. And what those new stem cells are is they remove all of those triggered genes so that you're not going to have things going pear-shaped. So that's the first thing. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced as per the topography map. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. Now, we all know that collagen is great for skin, but collagen is necessary for every organ and tissue in your body to repair and to hold its shape and to do what it has to do. And so although the collagen production in your body is going to help with looking a bit younger, if it can do that on the outside, it can also do that on the inside. And within 6 months, your heart reverses in age, as per case study. So as per David Schmidt, he says it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. Okay, so how do you wear X39? So on the case studies, they've done every case study on 2 points, one on the back of the neck, as you can see on the screen over there, and one below the belly button. You can use either of those spaces, or you can choose where else you'd like to try it. What you do is you put it on for 12 hours, and then you take it off. You need the time without the patch on for the 12 hours so that your body can repair and rejuvenate. And you also don't want to get too used to it because it won't work the same anymore. When you take that patch off, you can throw it away, or you can put it on a partner, an animal, a child, whatever you want to put it on. If it's light, it will respond to the patch. Then the next day you put a new patch on and you repeat. There are other patches in the company. David Schmidt started the company 20 years ago, and this one is one of the most recent patches that he's developed that we're talking about today. But for example, there's an anti-inflammatory patch, there's a pain patch, and you can wear those at the same time as the X39. When you are patching, it's very important to drink water, to drink electrolytes. You're wanting to give the body the stuff that it needs to do what you're wanting it to do. So it needs the sodium, the calcium, the water, and everything else that your body needs to produce repair and rejuvenate. X39 is so sophisticated and simple to explain. And I can tell you now that the testimonies of X39 are life-changing and emotional, and it absolutely works. So I'd like to launch that with an illustration from, I guess, one of my patients and someone that I know who his kidney function has now gone from about 46 to it is now 69. And because of that, such a huge improvement in kidney function, they are now able to address other health issues that he hasn't been able to address. So I cannot say how much I'm looking forward to actually finding out how he improves in the next 3 to 6 months of patching. It's so exciting when it's someone that you know personally. Myself, in my practice, I use the pain patches a lot for things like cracked ribs. A friend of mine broke her ankle recently, and I used it for her. It made a world of difference just to not have the pain. Yes, you can have the dysfunction while your foot's in a moon boot, but do you really have to have the pain? And with the ice wave, you really, really can control that pain. So I'm not going to take too much time. I could spend probably hours talking about what I've seen. So we're going to ask someone else. Henriëtte, do you know some stories? Do you want to pick on someone?
Yes, I absolutely do. But I can say a little bit about my own story first, because I've had some absolutely amazing results. I will limit it to just the latest results I've had, which is that my eyesight got worse, which means my glasses didn't work like they should. And that's normally bad news for me. So I went to the eye doctor, and I was expecting to hear, yeah, you need new glasses, and I did, but this time it had reversed. So after 40 years of bad news with the eye doctor, this time it was good news. I was as bad as -4. And I also had to correct, I had special glasses to correct my eyesight, so I didn't want to look like this. And now I don't need special glasses anymore. And my eyesight has improved with 1.25 on one eye and 1.5 on the other eye. And that's after 6 months of patching. And I absolutely did not expect that. I have a lot of the other things like energy and skin improvement, but that it would actually get me off the special glasses, that's absolutely fantastic. And I'm so grateful that Toril came visiting me with bright eyes and a lot of hope. And I would love Toril to tell her story.
Yes, of course, Henriëtte. I'm so happy that you also joined me, because it wouldn't be the same without all the energy you put into this, and it's so important as well. And the reason why I started was because we know Arlene is also a friend of Merle. She lives in Australia, and she's in a life alignment and knows a lot of people with different health issues. And when she started talking about stem cells, my ears got like elephant. Because I have had a blood disease for many years, and if the hospital could use a lot of money to give me stem cells, they would, but it's too expensive, so they rather give me chemotherapy. And what I did, each month I had to go to hospital to take out some blood, because my bone marrow has been producing too much of red blood cells, white blood cells, and the blood clots. And they can't control it without taking it out. So I started on patches, and after 3 weeks, it was the same. But after 7 weeks, I got to the doctor and said, "Oh, no, you don't need to take out any blood this month." And I thought, oh, maybe it's the patches. I was so excited, and after the next month, I didn't. And then the level was normal, but the best thing was after 3 months, I went to a really thorough examination with my hematologist, and then he said that all my levels were normal again. And it was the white blood cells, the red blood cells, and the blood clots. And the blood clots has been crazy high. It's been from 1200 and it was down to 300, which is normal. So for the first time in many years, and the doctor also examined me and said the spleen, which is the organ who detoxifies or clears out the damaged blood things. It was 21 centimeters. It's very big because it's so much heavy work for the poor spleen in my body. And this time the spleen was only 16 centimeters. So it shows that it doesn't need to work so much. So it was really like a miracle. So grateful for this. So it really shows that this is something else. This is so wonderful. So I'm happy.
It's an
That is a brilliant
absolutely
story.
amazing story, Toriel, and I'm so, so happy for you. I know how you've struggled with this disease, and for now to not having to do those things and just feel that the body is healing itself, it's amazing.
I wonder if Linda would mind saying a few words. Linda, are you on?
Evening all.
Thank you.
I thought you might pick on me, Michelle. Some wonderful news. I've spoken before about a colleague who had cancer of his larynx, his voice box, from bad reflux. I saw him today and he's been patching about 3 weeks and he is so delighted and he's breathing a lot easier. His voice is coming back. He was the one that I said felt like he had to suck air into bagpipes to just get his voice heard. So that for me is very exciting. Michelle did also mention about kidney function. What an incredible improvement there's been, about 30% improvement. So we're just really excited. At the moment, we are treating a lady with leukemia. She's in hospital at present, but we're just really praying and applying patches and just trusting that we're going to get her under control. Yeah, I can go on with many more stories, but yes, thanks for the opportunity.
And one of the first things that we saw Linda is her head sister at Ishawi Home for the Aged, and I work there with her once a week. So that's how we know each other. And one of the first things that we saw together was a really bad necrotic wound closing. Linda, I can't remember how long that took.
Yeah, that was very quick. He spent about R1 million over the last maybe 10 years with a very necrotic big toe. And he's had incredible wound closure and response from the patches.
So, is there anyone else that would like to share? Thank you, Linda.
I would like to share. This is about one of our brand partners, well, second line, but anyway, this lady has got a disabled child. He was 3 years old and he fell in a fish pond, and they hurt him a lot when they tried CPR on him, and he's very disabled. So he cannot do anything. He cannot move. He cannot do anything. So she started patching because her whole body is in pain, because this child, even when she tries to turn him over, he cannot help. He cannot do anything. And all he can do is smile. His smile goes to here, but that's basically all he can do. And she started patching him because her body is so much better, and she started patching him. And I just put the testimony on today. Like a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, he could be on one of those yoga balls and be over it and started to do little push-ups in that way. So he can now start helping her to turn around. And then during this week, he could actually sit for 1.5 minutes on his own, because he's always on her lap, and now he could sit on his own. And today she sent us a picture of where he could stand for 10 minutes on his own. This is huge. We are so excited and grateful. This is just magic. We are so grateful.
Truly life-changing examples.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It is so amazing to hear this story. How fantastic, Amanda. You know, what stem cells can do in your body is unlimited.
It's as Mich was saying, it's life-changing.
It's
Absolutely.
life-changing and emotional. Wow.
Emotional. Very emotional. Anyone else would like to share, or shall we get on? All right.
Sorry, I was a bit quick.
No problem, Amanda. All right. So like we said, very emotional, very much life-changing experiences. And if you'd like to know more, take a photo of the screen. You can go to thisisit.info.com. You will find 3 videos explaining and discussing the actual X39 patch. One of them is Dr. Leland talking about how he uses it in his practice. And the other thing you'll find are testimonies and case studies. So you can spend a lot of time on the site, which I did originally, or you can just go to whoever invited you and ask them to send you more info. Over to you, Henriëtte.
Okay, so a little bit about the company and the business part. So LifeWave is, like Michelle said, it's a 20-year-old company, which is very good because a lot of companies do not last for 20 years. We know that from the business world. And so that it's a 20-year-old company that's still growing, that's a very safe place to shop and to be involved. And it went from a $20 million company in 2021 to $320 million in 2022. And over $430 million in 2023. And last I heard is that we will probably pass $600 million this year. And that is amazing growth. It is absolutely exploding all over the world that you actually can get new stem cells from a patch. So it's open I think in over 80 countries and more to come. And the best thing is, from a business point of view, if you would like to look at this as a business, then you want a solid company, check. You want a growing company, check. And you want something you can build internationally, check. And the most important part, this is not a Me Too product. You need a good product to do a business. And this product has absolutely no competition. There are a lot of companies out there trying to get your attention or you want to do my business. But you know, we have no competition. If you think about the stories you just heard, this is what these products can do for people, for your friends, for your family, and for yourself, and for everybody. So it's not like another company. There is no company like this at all. So if we look at this this slide, we see that the LifeWave is ranked as the #1 momentum company. Business for Home is the one that ranked it, and we can see that the revenue is going up, and we can see that it started really going up in 2020. And that is because that is when David launched the stem cell patch. And that is the completely different. Like Michelle said, there are different patches. He's been developing different patches. The company has had them for many years now. But the real growth, the real business opportunity is easy to explain. You get stem cells. Who doesn't want stem cells? This is an amazing opportunity. So in order to do a business, and I can say that I have some experience in doing business. That's what I've been doing all my life. I have an entrepreneurial background. I've been part of founding companies and running companies. And in all the business plans I've seen over my career of 20 years in companies, we all need a reason for doing anything. If you want to drive a business, you need to have a reason. So what is your reason? What is most important in your life? Is it your family? Is it time freedom? Is it security? Is it travel? Is it better health? Is it less debt? To me, time freedom is absolutely a major part, because I've been working 12 hours days for a long period of time, earning the money, But now in network marketing, I can choose when I want to work, who I want to work with, and what, and you know, that to me, that's time freedom. And of course, I would like to be debt-free before I stop working. So I have my reasons that drives me, and better health. You know, I want better health. That is for most people the biggest reason to start this business. You want better health for yourself and your family. So how do you get started? Well, you get started by doing your first purchase. I will go into the purchase packages a bit later, but to get into business is as easy as knowing 4 people, and you can go manager. And manager is the most important title in this career opportunity. So do you know 4 people that you think can want either a business opportunity or better health, or, you know, be a part of a community? I think absolutely everybody knows more than 4 people that could want that. So getting started is as easy as finding 4 people that would like to try the product. So in the compensation plan of the company, when you register when somebody wants to register their first order, you decide whether you want this person to be registered on your left side or your right side. It's as simple as that. So we build 2 sides, and we put people on both sides. And when you have your first 4, you are a manager. You can become a manager. And the team commission, because we are building teams. And we are not building teams alone. We will help each other to build teams. We will help you plug into where you find this information. So the team commission, you can earn from the team commission, but the most exciting way to earn money in LifeWave is the matching bonus. If you find somebody that wants to try the product, like Toril, she found me. I didn't know when I signed up that I wanted to do the business, but I for sure wanted to try the product. So I am on Toril's first line. So on first line, whenever I get team commission, if I get $1,000 in team commission, Toril gets 250. She gets 25%, not of my money. I still have my 1,000, but Toril gets $250 for helping me growing my business. And that's how we help each other in this business, because we leverage from what everybody does in the team. So when I sponsor someone, that will be Toril's second line. On the second line, Toril can still earn 20% of the ones that I put in. If I have a person that I'm mentoring, she's coming in, she wants to try the products, and she starts building, well, then I earn 25% of her team commission, and Toril, which will then, I will earn 25 there, and Toril will 20. So it leverages down to third level. So that's why everybody wants you to win. This is a company very different from any other company you've been working in. This is a company where we really, really want you to win. We really, really want to help you. And that's how we get our success in this company. It's by helping each other for better health and better economy. So to ignite the power of X39, the first thing you do is to decide to try the products. If you want to try the products for yourself, David Schmidt says that there's a 90-day protocol. Within 90 days, everybody, I think it was like 97%, can actually feel the difference. It's not, maybe you don't feel all of the things that can happen, but everybody feels something. If it's better sleep, or if it's better energy, or if it's skin improvement, something within the first 90 days. So if you want to try this, I recommend the core package, which costs $295. and you get 3 sleeves of X39. A sleeve contains a month's supply of the patches. So that's if you want to try it. If you want to go business, I would encourage you to buy the advanced package. The advanced package is what you would need, the points you need, 300 business volume is what you need to go manager. And to go manager, that means you open up the compensation plan to unlimited potential. So if you if you're more in the family, you have family members, this is 6 months of X39, costs $535. Then you get for 6 months. And then you have for your business, you have some to share, and you have for your family, and you have, you know, if you're going to do a business, you need to have something to share. What happened to me, I can tell my story. I started at the package was named differently, but I started at an advanced pack. And after 14 days, I was out of patches because everybody I talked to wanted to try now. They didn't want to wait a week to get their patches. They wanted now. So I was out of patches after 14 days. So I upgraded to the premium pack. And the premium pack is actually the most popular starting point for in a LifeWave business. That's for the serious entrepreneur. You know, if you want to, and still it costs $1,750. And like I said, I have some experience in the business world, and I have never ever seen a company that you can start your business with that kind of money and get your website, you get your educational tools, you get your groups, you get your support. It's an absolutely amazing business opportunity. So everybody goes in where they fit in. If you can't afford the biggest package when you start, you can start on core, and then you can upgrade to advanced, and you can upgrade to premium. Like I did, I started at advanced and upgraded to premium when I needed more patches. So that's also an option. So, and then there's the importance of being on a monthly X39 subscription. In order to have a successful business, LifeWave says you need to use the patches yourself, because you know, how can you persuade anybody to buy anything? How can you tell them how it's working if you're not trying it yourself? You can tell other people's testimony, but it's very important that you do it yourself. You shop from your own business. So in the beginning, you shop a sleeve a month. You need every month, and most people need 2 because they have a partner. So or they have a friend they want to patch just to see how things are going. So one sleeve subscription costs $99 a month, and that will keep your points. The points in the systems, it's important, and we cannot go into all the details of this now, but in the start, it's enough to keep your points by one sleeve subscription, and when you go manager, you will need a subscription of 2 sleeves. And there are different ways to buy this in a better way. So, like I said, that it is not possible to explain the whole compensation plan in a presentation like this, because there's too much information. But I hope that I have explained that the potential is unlimited, and that we will help you get started, and there is a system to help you. And like Michelle said, there's a page that is thisisitinfo.com. That's where you read about the products. Thisisitteam.com, however, that's where you can read all about the compensation plan. There are videos, there are trainings, there are things you can look at, you can keep score. It's a proven system. If you do what they say in these videos, if you listen to it, this is part of your education in doing your own business. It's using this page, and absolutely fantastic. You can translate this page into almost any language in the world. So if you know somebody in Iceland well, tell them to change it to Icelandic and they can read it in their own language. So this team has built a fantastic system for us that if we just do what they say, we will have the best opportunity to succeed. So time is now to make you move. You know, if you are dreaming about something that you haven't got yet, then you have two choices. Either you earn more money or you let go of your dream. Which one do you want? You know? And so it's time to make a move. If you're serious about your dream, then there is hope for your future. And you can get started on X39 and you will get more energy to do your business anyway. So, so some people start just to try out the products, and that is very, very good. And when you see the results, for me, I cannot shut up about this to anyone. You know, people keep enrolling and are interested in the business because I tell them. You know, if Toril never told me about this, then I wouldn't know. So that's what it's all about. It's to get started on X39 and tell people what you're doing. You know what I'm doing? I'm patching. What is that? It's as simple as that. And if people are interested in hearing what you're doing, then they can come on to a meeting like this. So the most important part for you, if you are here now, you haven't been patched yet, connect to the person that that invited you into this meeting, because they can explain more and they can invite you into meetings, and they will follow up and help you get started. And I'd like to say one more thing at the end. On next Sunday, this weekend now, there's a big convention in the States. And on Sunday, there's an open workshop, open for everybody. You can just go on YouTube. It costs nothing, and you will have a full day of training for free from the best people in this industry, in this company. And I would absolutely advise all of you to plug into that and listen to what the people that are successful, they are willing to train us for free. It's absolutely amazing. So get back to the person who invited you and see how you can get started.
Awesome job. Thank you so much for Henriëtte and Dr. Mich. I am going to stop the recording now, and then it's open for questions. We just stop the recording so it doesn't become too long. So here I'm stopping it and then open for questions.